Let's talk about wigs. There are so many different types of wigs that appear in ancient Egyptian art and life, and it is sometimes hard to determine whether or not you are looking at a person wearing a wig or wearing their natural hair. So this video and the videos following are going to be hairstyles throughout ancient Egypt, including wigs. And I will say we're only going to talk about female wigs because it's going to save me a little bit of time, and eventually maybe we'll do some male wig videos. So we're going to do this chronologically, so let's start with the oldest known wigs and hairstyles that we have. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of evidence from the pre-dynastic or early dynastic age, so let's jump right into the Old Kingdom, which is a very good start because they do have quite an interesting range. For example, here is Nofret, and Nofret, you can tell, is wearing a wig, mainly because of the distinct difference on what is on her forehead. That is her natural hair underneath that headband, and then everything else that is on the side is a wig. And we can tell that, and it does appear in a lot of different depictions over time, that she is probably wearing a wig, but she still has a little bit of her natural hair underneath. In the Old Kingdom, they tend to range from kind of a bob hairstyle to maybe a little bit longer, as you can see this woman here wearing. But what is very interesting is there are a lot of short hairstyles as well. So this is a statue of Queen Hetepheres II and her daughter, Queen MelissainDeNile III. And MelissainDeNile III is very trendy and is almost always depicted in this either short hair wig or a more like buzz cut haircut. Here in the tomb of MelissainDeNile III, you can see her depicted here again with this very short and dark hair in comparison to her skin. But then in front of her is her mother again, Hetepheres II, and you can see that they don't have the same hairstyle. They're both short, but there is something very distinctive about Hetepheres's outfit and her hair because it is actually a wig. So she is wearing a short bob wig while her daughter has this short hair. And this is very unique to the Old Kingdom and honestly mostly unique to MelissainDeNile III and people related to her. Here is another image of MelissainDeNile in her tomb, as you can see again with this dark black short haircut. But then you can also see these statues behind, and they go all along that wall, and they have quite a range of hairstyles as well, going from again that short bob to a much longer hairstyle that you don't see until later. In general, in this series, we're going to skip over the intermediate periods because we mostly don't have as much evidence. So next video, let's look at Middle Kingdom hairstyles.